Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Fallout 4. So in the last session we conducted our initial investigations into the Institute, and Susan, well, she didn't entirely like what she saw. She felt wholly uncomfortable surrounded by all these synths, and she also delved into the FEV portion of the bioscience department and uncovered the experiments they were doing, and that did not go down very well. She's had a bit of a breather and she's ready to continue looking around, speaking to people, looking at terminals, trying to get the lowdown on exactly what the Institute is about. Now, she went into robotics from what I can remember, but there was also another section to the robotics, synth retention, that we didn't check out last time, that I noticed. So we're going to check out synth retention.
Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Oh dear. Everything alright?
I hope all your needs are being seen to. You just let me know if they're not.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
Well, he's a jolly chap.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
A great honour. So, kind of nice, really, I suppose, but let's not get distracted. Anyway, speaking of housing, shouldn't Susan be given some quarters? You know, we still haven't been told if we have a room to call our own.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I have.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
No.
I heard we lost another Gen 3. Dr. Ayo was furious.
Pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Hello, folks. Sorry to intrude.
If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people. Excuse me. I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
Angry?
What's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. Guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
We can't deny that a lot of the staff seem friendly enough. Maybe then, wait a minute. This is above ground, right? Where are these feeds coming from? They don't have cameras up there, surely.
Sometimes you have to lean on the other departments a little to get what you need.
Doctor?
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, You're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Not from me.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Couple of shotgun blasts. Job done.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
And just like that, he was off.
Justin?
What do you want? And please, make it quick.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Dr. Ayo.
Yes? What do you need?
At least he wants to talk to us.
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Okay, that'll do. Thank you, Doctor. Very useful information. So synth retention, it's all about retrieving synths that go rogue, head to the surface without authority, and they're brought back.
Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes
Like
to
any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Yeah, we hear that.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
Hell is this? Alright, synth retention, eh? Thank you for your time.
Systems nominal.
Okay, I suppose what we'll do is we'll just walk around a clockwise manner. And eventually we'll work our way in towards the central area. Advanced Systems,
Reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then.
The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
Sorry to interrupt.
Hey,
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
Oh, I don't think so.
step at a time, Doc. I'm only just getting my bearings here.
I meant it when I said there was no rush.
Good.
How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
He probably has the best of intentions, but I don't think Susan trusts anybody here enough to have him start poking and prodding her.
Return to your duties.
That's certain. Right, we've definitely been to advanced systems, haven't we? Haven't we? Haven't we? Sure we have. Just double check. Oh, did we? I think we just went to bioscience, didn't we?
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
I don't think we have been here.
Hi.
Yeah? Yes?
Very nice, very rude.
Excuse me. Yeah?
Okay, you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk. You don't want to talk.
Well, that was productive.
Hello?
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
What the hell is going on? Can I get by, love? Step outside, please. Thank you. So it's a shooting range.
Rushed work is sloppy at best and deadly at worst.
Doc?
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures, and the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
Words any former soldier can appreciate.
A woman who understands the need for discipline will be a valuable addition here. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
Sounds good.
Take care then.
When she said soldier, of course she meant police officer. Dr. Apparently I found Dr. Lee. Have I? Is that Dr. Lee?
I hope you and Father try to make up the time you lost. Family is important.
Ah. Greetings.
Doctor.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
I'm authorized to be everywhere, dear.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
Okay, we'll just come out with it.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Kill you? I'm not here to kill you.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
So you can either say you should return to the Brotherhood, You're wasting your time working for the Institute, or the Brotherhood needs your help. There's no option to say, oh, well, just leave you be. So we'll, I suppose... I'm not particularly happy with any of these choices.
Treatment?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
No idea. Oh man, this is quite a delicate conversation here. Father trusts me and so should you. But I don't really necessarily want to force her back to the Brotherhood, to be quite honest with you.
You gonna say anything?
I want it to be her choice. If she wants to go back, fine. If she doesn't, fine. I'm not particularly concerned, really.
I was just told to get you to come back.
The Brotherhood wants me back, and the best they can do is send a robot that does nothing but follow orders. Sorry, but you're going to have to do a lot better than that.
It looks like no matter what I choose here, they're trying to force me down the path of making her go back. I could just completely back out of the conversation.
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Wow. I think Susan is pushing her here. She's trying to see how much pressure it would take for her to turn her back on the Institute and move to the Brotherhood. Because if she does decide to go back, then life here can't be that marvellous.
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am, surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders.
A what chip in it?
Given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Oh, cool.
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Oh. That's kind of a pivotal conversation there. So we could tell from her holotape that she wasn't completely happy with what Father was doing, creating these child synths. Susan testing her spirit, testing her resolve, trying to convince her to go back to the Brotherhood to see how easy it was for her to bend, and although she put up a bit of resistance, she has turned her back on the Institute, so she's not completely happy. But a lot of people here are saying about the trust that Father puts in us, and ultimately he is our son, and we now that we just convinced her to turn her back on the Institute, we kind of feel a little bit bad going behind our son's back and convincing people to leave, giving access, putting Corsa chips in, giving us free access to the Institute. That is a lot of trust. Susan is in a quandary.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Yeah, Susan is in a royal quandary. She's never been one for underhanded tactics, and if she doesn't agree with these people's methods, and her decision is to turn her back on them and her son and go back to the surface, and that's be the end of it, then she'd rather do it and tell him to his face. But she just doesn't know. I'm hoping we can confront him about some of the things we've seen, but I doubt we can. I'll just continue to have a look around. Bioscience,
Cynthia,
we've...
You were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, Unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
Ooh, stern conversation. Okay, so we've definitely been in bioscience. That's where the gorillas were. And we're back at robotics again. So we've done a full sweep, pretty much. Just go to the inner area. Look at this, walking on water, eh?
Why can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done. All that he has built.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Okay, chill out, people. Just trying to enjoy the view here. Just need some time to think, gather my thoughts. Okay. Let's go see if we can speak
Father
to
has done
Sean.
remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Hi, miss.
Be on the lookout for unusual synth behavior.
Such a polite young man. Right, Trying to get my bearings here. Don't think this is the right zone. Did I come from this way or... Getting confused here. Ah, boardroom table.
Maintenance requests should be directed to the facilities division.
This is the level. Oh, he's moved. Okay, he's moved. So report to Elder Maxon. We've convinced Dr. Lee to leave. We've also got the holotape to give to Proctor Ingram. Do we want to do that? Where is he? Ah, having a bit of a sit down.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
Oh, what do we say? All these choices. Well, it's certainly not amazing.
Overwhelmed?
We're certainly not amazed by. I mean, well, we are in a way. I mean, some of the technology is awe-inspiring, yes, but we're not happy with what we've seen entirely.
I've seen my share of think tank science labs.
Oh, I assure you, none of them were quite like this place. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're about to see, however, they can become unpredictable when set loose. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
That's interesting, because the synth has gone up to the surface. It's gone rogue. It's leading a gang, and obviously they're killing innocent people, and he's concerned about that. So maybe they don't necessarily want to screw people over up top. He's concerned about them. He wants to save innocent lives. Well, we've seen all we need to see down here. Where's this Corsa? Where is he?
The sooner that synth is safely back in the Institute, the better for everyone.
Well, where do we meet up with this Corsa then? Meet up with the Corsa. I'll meet up with a Corsa at Libertalia to begin the mission. Right, okay. Well, it's time to hit the road once again. Time to suit up. My gammy leg and all, and we need to meet the Corsa. Now, how do we get out of here? We can fast travel in and out, I believe, but there's got to be like an official way out. You know, a way out, proper way out, rather than just a fast travel. A way for us to go whoosh, and off we go.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your privilege.
Maybe it's this thing. I mean, what is this thing here? Could be. Open sesame. There we go. We came down in this lift, didn't we? See where it takes us. Righty-ho, so yeah, it has indeed brought us back to where we came in. Is it just a case of going back out? Okay, here goes nothing. Meet up with the Corsa. It's a bit of a schlep away, isn't it? The Hunt Sheriff's Department, the Hunt Wharf. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Is the question. Right, we'll go close as we can. Oh, I haven't found that location yet. Whoa!